I know, you know, I'm on fire. If you don't know who I be, you better ask somebody about me. Oh, you wanna be tough?
Oh, I got two questions that I would like for everybody to answer for me. Just two simple, plain yes or no questions. Then any other comments you want to leave, that's great. The first question is, have you ever seen an unfinished fight where a fighter could not continue, go to a judge's decision before WEC 38? And do you think an unfinished fight where one fighter is unable to continue should ever go to the judge's hands? Okay, those are the two questions. And do me a favor, put a little thought into it. And the first question, if you have to, research it a little bit, go into your own vault up there and see what you can dig out of there, and please come up with something. Maybe hit some websites and try to find some fights. Let me know if you've ever seen that happen before, ever, in boxing or MMA. I'd like to know. We came up with a little list of fights that I've seen that I know of that are the opposite, and I would also like for you to send me any video or comments on fights that you can remember in the recent history of MMA, that, or ever in MMA or boxing, that a fighter was unable to continue and they lost their belt or they lost the fight due to that, which is what happens. I mean, I've never known anything other than that to happen. I'm going to go way back on you, way back. How about in their second match in the Pancrase Championships, Bas Rutten and Frank Shamrock. Frank Shamrock was unable to continue. Bas Rutten won, and I believe won the title. What about UFC 46? What about Randy Couture and Vitor Belfort? Randy Couture had beat Belfort once. It was an illegal poke to the eye, unintentional poke to the eye, just like Cowboy Cerrone's unintentional knee to Jamie Varner, inadvertent knee to Jamie Varner. There was never a punch landed in the fight. Vitor scraped Randy's eye, and anybody who's been watching MMA for any amount of time, seen the fight 1,000 times. Randy never even he never even hit Vitor. It lasted about 30 seconds and Randy lost his belt because he was unable to continue. If you're unable to continue, you lose. Flat out. Okay? What about Anderson Silva, Patrick Cote here a while back? They fought to the last round. Wasn't a title fight that I know of. It might have been, but it was in the third round. Oh, okay, I'm sorry, my bad on that. It was the third round of a title fight. First person to make it out of the second round was Silva for a long time, and Cote's knee went out. Silva won the fight. Okay, Cote was unable to continue. What about the cut with Fedor? The dude should be 31-0, and his record says he's 30-1. Why? Because in the first minute of a fight, he caught an elbow and his eye got cut. The doctor stopped it. He was unable to continue. He lost the fight. What about Bobby Lashley's first fight? The guy was cut. First minute of the fight, bam, Lashley won. The guy was unable to continue. So my question is, what the fuck is so special about Jamie Varner? This dude, in the middle of the last round, he's unable to continue. What happens? Cerrone's the champ, man. I don't give a damn who was winning on points the whole fight. It doesn't make any difference. It doesn't have anything to do with the illegal knee, and I'll tell you why. Because before the doctor even got to Varner, before the doctor was even in the ring to look at Varner, before Varner even got off his knees, before Varner even lifted his head up for anybody to look at it. The referee said, "The knee was unintentional, I'm not going to take the point from you." Okay? He said if you listen to the audio of the tape, he tells Cerrone loud and clear, "I'm not going to take a point." So therefore, that didn't have anything to do with anything as far as going to a decision. I'm not going to dispute the fact that Jamie Varner couldn't see. They said his retina was detached. So obviously, I saw him tell the doctor, he said, "How many fingers am I holding up?" Jamie Varner said 1. And then he looked, he kind of shook his head and he said, "Man, I can't see." And I'm not going to dispute that. Okay? Jamie Varner was whooping ass the whole fight. He beat the shit out of Cowboy Cerrone. Just 10-8 a couple of those rounds, you know. And I'm not trying to take anything from the guy. But just like Randy Couture, you know, who at that time was already better and well known than Jamie Varner, and was a better fighter than Jamie Varner, and you know, he lost his belt to Belfort because he got his eye cut. Man, if you can't continue, the other guy wins, and Belfort's camp even celebrated the victory. I mean, you know, it just it doesn't make any sense to me why that happened. You know, there's no disrespect to Jamie Varner, but I don't really care for the way he carried himself after the fight. He was kind of arrogant, talked about, "I got a broken hand, man, I'm better than that." His guys wrapped the belt around him. If you can't continue, you lose the fight. I don't know how many times I can say that, but and what happened was, in the middle of the 5th round, he caught the knee, couldn't see, and all of a sudden, well, this fight's gonna go to a decision. What? No, that don't happen. That wasn't right at all. And the thing that upsets me about it, seems like Cowboy Cerrone, such a mellow, nice dude or something, that the guy don't even, I don't know, man. As far as I know, there hasn't been an investigation into it. And last time I looked on ShareDog, it still said that it still was a win for Varner and a loss for Cerrone. So, unless the Nevada State Athletic Commission has turned that over and made it a no contest, which I'm still expecting and waiting to see, but hasn't happened yet. You know, it just upsets me. So do me a favor, answer the 2 questions. If you can show me a fight where a guy has quit or a doctor stoppage and it still went to a decision, send me the footage. Tell me the fight so I can look it up and watch it. If you think of any fights or footage or fights you can name where a fighter has lost their belt or just lost the fight due to the fact they could not continue, such as Randy Couture at 46, please tell me that. Send me those. I'd appreciate it. That's just something that I wanted to get off my chest, and I had mentioned it in another video, and nobody really paid attention to it, so I just wanted to shoot it right out there. At least all my subscribers can give me their 2 cents on it, you know. So everybody have a good night. It's been the Last Word with Kimbo.